Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, where his father once pinned a medal to my chest. Over the ruins, the Duke built a structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. A sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego. I owe it to the people of my homeland to make this right. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Long for someone to go after. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret.
As much as I hate to say it, Karnaca needs a man like Byrne.
It was my hope that
Paolo had ambitions. All fallen to pieces now.
very real consequences.
Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Now that things have changed, Stilton might be able to make a difference after the Duke falls. I guess Duke Abel felt all right tearing down the old palace. I have fond memories of that place.
Are you ready for this?
I've broken into palaces before. They're made to keep out armies. Stopping a single man who's dedicated to his cause, that's another story altogether.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile. Emily and I have a lot to think about after all this is done.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca.
Meet me at the skiff. It's likely that the palace is trashed. They say the Duke is like a 12-year-old tyrant.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain.
Ready to visit the Duke?
Let's go.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
Why don't they just overthrow him?
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall. Toadies sucking up to Emily made me want to be back on the streets in Serkonos.
You're forgetting what that's like. I watched those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you struggled. After years of court, I'm a nobody again. But what I've seen here will stay with me when I return to Dunwall Tower. Being in Karnaca again has given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Stuff comes in. It's got to get where it's going. That's why they call it the black market. You can't just sit here. Too much chance of bringing it on. Catches on to us first, maybe.
Anyone here? Show yourself!
think I just saw something. Come on, now's not the time for a nap. Feels safe.
On top of the building, half infested with blood flies.
Piss and cracker!
Mother was right. I should have signed on as an engineer. The wind corridor.
Holy shit!
I'll check around here. What's going on here?
What is asking for trouble over there?
What's that?
Like that. What the? I'll be damned! Oh! The alarm! What's going on? What's the matter? You look...
Just got the answer about my transfer inland. Relocation denied.
Look on the bright side.
The pay is better here than anywhere else, and we get to do the job how we see fit. Nobody's pestering us with forms and procedures anymore. We collect the fees we want, and give out the beatings when they're needed.
Don't want to... We're not here. It's too dangerous.
Reapply next month. The command staff changes constantly.
I just got the answer about my transfer. Relocation.
Look on the bright side. The pay is better here than anywhere else. And we do the job how we see fit. Nobody's pestering us with forms and procedures anymore. We collect the fees.
Just don't want my kids growing up here. It's too dangerous.
Reapply next month. The command staff changes constantly. New officers, new rules. Spread a few coins here and there among the officers.
I can feel her presence.
You're not losing your nerve, I hope.
No, not at all. But how do you know which one is the Duke? I don't know where they found that guy with the political decoy job. The palace. Maybe I can find another way to neutralize the Duke. Looks and acts just like the Duke. I can't tell them apart.
There are subtle differences.
All right. Assuming you can pick out Duke Luca, how are we gonna get his key?
You leave that to me. Who knows what he's got in that vault? We'll be halfway to Bristol and rich before he's nursing the next day's hangover.
You know it was assigned to protect the Duke's quarters tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure. It's worse, the Duke or his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for
Run around cheap, cheap. Everything is not usual.
It'll be a long night. I've ordered food for the Duke out in the garden.
How do you know it'll get to the Duke? I just got this assignment, but yesterday I heard the Major talking about the Duke's political double.
You don't worry about that. Besides, in the end, it's all the same. We serve the food, and the Duke decides who eats it.
That's true everywhere.
If the old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense. One.
Who is this?
Such terrible wines. At least you knew better than Mr. Activian, the past.
Fish.
Joke if you want to. Our new Duke spends more in 1 month than his father spent in a year. Old Theodatus Bell was tied with the coin.
Why worry? When the war is done, we'll have it back tenfold in tribute. This is the Serkonan age, my friend. The age of Luca Abelli.
It's too hot.
Enjoy.
That's too cold. The vest has a wrinkle. Do it yourself.
Why? The old was careful.
Who's fooling around?
To sign papers each day, but at least I read them, which is more than he can say. Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
I'm not that kind of visitor.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you, and what do you want?
You're the Duke's double, aren't you? I'm here to take him down, but I might need your help. Do you want to listen to what I have to say?
All right, you've figured it out. But if you're not here to assassinate the Duke, what do you want?
I have no doubt that you'd be a more agreeable Duke than Luca Abel. If I wanted to depose him without having to cut out his heart, could you convince people that you are the Duke?
That's bold. I have to admit it's crossed my mind. If people believed that I was actually Duke Abel, and that he was the political decoy, we could have him committed for lunacy. We could convince everyone that the Double's finally lost his mind, and believes he's the Duke. I spent years perfecting my performance. But there's a catch. He's got a medallion that I need. Even if I sound convincing, which should be the easy part, his Grand Guard officers will ask to see the medallion as proof. Luca never puts it aside.
All right. It shouldn't take me long. Once it's done, I'll be leaving the city. Soon after, I'll send instructions from Dunwall, and I'll expect a great deal of flexibility and cooperation on your part. There's still time to pull Serkonos back from the edge of the cliff. We can undo the damage Duke Abel has inflicted.
I'd like that. But I'll guide Serkonos in the ways I see fit for the people here, not as the hand-chosen puppet of your empire. If you agree with that, just render the Duke unconscious and bring him to his chambers. I'll handle the rest. Don't raise an alarm. You've got to keep things calm for this to work.
People of Karnaca, I am Corvo Atano, Royal Protector of the Empire, speaking to you from the Grand Palace itself. Today is a day of reckoning for Luca Abel, the Duke of Serkonos. No doubt you are surprised to hear from me, and it is likely that no one is more surprised than the Duke himself. It is my promise that one way or another, after today, the leadership of the Grand Palace will be in alignment with the will of the Empire. As I move to restore Empress Emily Kaldwin to the throne, Duke Abel, you've been warned. I am coming. People of Karnaca, you will hear from me again.
So let's see. What was it? I thought I saw some. One right here.
course, the Duke kept some of the Clockwork soldiers for himself.
Finish my shift, and I can go home. Put my feet up.
Okay, the machine has detected something. Something tripped the detection rig unduly.
Who's fooling around?
So let's see. Well, the machine should enter active state now.
The sock. One useless sock.
Sit still. Damn you! This is child's play. Where's the talent required? The skill? fidget, and don't make me tell you again.
What was that?
What? So did you hear that? What's
It was coming from here.
I don't like
see.
that. Better have a look.
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
I wonder who that was.
I don't have time for games.
I'll find you, you know. Shit. What was that?
I'll be damned. Too late.
You don't stand a
Better
chance
search
anyway.
The place.
I met her as a boy, just a boy. Now we're connected, all these years later. This country must only last. I think I've spotted someone suspicious.
I don't like that. Better have a look.
Extending exploration of the area.
Something moved. Pretty sure.
Indicates the search protocol is underway.
Hard times.
Something's gotta
Hard
give.
times. Gotta be on the lookout.
You can't stay hidden
Hello?
forever.
We need to find Anybody?
Continue
Search the whole
Let's see.
place. I don't have time for that.
Here and search.
Stay sharp.
Be on your guard,
Could
right, boys?
swear I saw someone.
Look everywhere.
Come on, show your. We're all waiting for you.
Okay, the machine has detected something. The machine has completed a full instruction set. Increasing oil tank.
What?
Still alive. I need to fix that. I know
Playback
where you
for
are,
detection
coward!
registered. Playback for unambiguous enemy. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Entering combat state. Combat protocol T. We're switching to alternative protocol. Okay, shut it down. Quarry lost. Playback indicated. Lost enemy.
Someone there.
Playback indicated. indicate some detection without certainty. The machine has lost its quarry. Search is underway.
Someone there?
I bet this opens the Duke's vault.
That's it then. Now it's up to me. I'll take the medallion and call them.
I'll be watching. Break a leg.
Don't worry. I've spent years mimicking this asshole. Captain Almeida, come at once to my chambers. There's a problem. Quick, hide up there. Yes, Captain. Please arrest this clown. Seems that he took his role a little too seriously. Get your hands off me! Look, man, he served me well for years. We'll never find anyone else who so bears my resemblance. Take him away, Captain, but be gentle.
I think I understand, Your Eminence. We'll handle it.
What? This is outrageous. I'll have you all skinned alive and set in a salt bath. If only there was something we could do for him. I suppose all those years pretending he was me, that eventually took its toll. Oh, stop! I am the Duke of Securnus! You can't do this!
Dr. Hypatia at Adamire will know what to do with the poor man.
I'm still trying to get my head around this. It's incredible.
I've always hoped I'd see the other isles. I've heard the wages in Tibia are twice what we make here.
Weeks of puking. Ship, just freeze your ass off at some northern port. Besides, we make more here in Karnaca with on-the-spot taxes and fees.
Maybe. It is. It's nice having discretionary jurisdiction.
You're not supposed to be here! Hey, where do you think? Let go! Wait for my signal! I'll kill you for that!
Let's see what Duke of Bell keeps hidden away in here. The Duke's vault.
Playback for unambiguous enemy. Combat Protocol 6. The machine is overheating. This playback indicates some detection with limited. The machine is experiencing uncertain mechanism detached. Magnetic control.
This is it. You must release me from this dead vessel. Only then will you be able to trap Delilah's spirit.
Jessamine, your spirit comforts me. How can I let you go?
I've given you all I can, my love. Tried to guide you. Now our daughter will need you.
Be at peace, my dear Empress. Star of my sky.
Your eyes, your hands, your heart. With my last thought.
That it's done. Now it's time to return to Arlis.
The heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
Maybe Delilah's spirit was holding it together.
Jessamine is gone at last, faded into nothing. Her reward is peace. You will never gain back what you lost here. She gave you her heart, and you threw it into the void. I inhabit two impossible places at once. The prison of dead flesh, after a prison of bones. You will take me back and die at my hands.
What a twisted situation. If it was me, if I was infested with blood fly larvae, I'd probably kill myself.
Think something new.
That should do it.
I saw the signal. So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
The Duke's had a change of heart. Things are shifting.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily, and to give her back the throne.
Ready, then?
Come on, let's leave this place.
All right. As you want.